Hello, everyone. Welcome to LowerBitrate, episode 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Episode 5.
Yeah, it's like flying through. And it's like, I don't know what happens during the week, but it kind of like just ends up coming. Like just Thursday again.
Thursday, time to record. It's a good day.
Yeah, before we get started though, just a little bit of housekeeping stuff. We mentioned last week that we were going to be on Apple and all the other platforms. So I'm super excited to announce that I sat down and fucking did it. We're on YouTube every week, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, and you can catch the recording that we do also on Twitch. So no excuses to be listening. It's everywhere, basically.
It's like a disease.
Yeah.
So proud.
Yeah, it's exciting. It was a little bit of a wait to get the Apple stuff, and I was getting a little frustrated. But it's there. It works. Yeah. So listen and let us know what you think. Anywhere. I'm not going to ask you to review anything because people don't do that. That's not how people work.
Yeah, just give it a listen. And thanks for listening thus far. We're excited to begin.
Yeah, I mean, we
This
can't
episode.
ask anything of anyone else. Just you spending your time listening is more than enough, and thank you for that.
Yeah, because we're here for fun. So I hope you are too.
Yeah. Yeah. We don't have the opportunity to sell out, even though, full disclosure, I will. Yeah, so what have you been playing? How's your week going?
My week's been going all right. It's been a little bit frustrating navigating No Man's Sky. I took a Luigi's Mansion 3 break. I have, I think, only three floors left until I encounter the big boss King Boo fight. So I took a break and bought No Man's Sky, and I've been trying to navigate that. I've only died once, but completing what feels like the tutorial or just the like learning how to navigate the game, like how to refine things or transform minerals or even just not getting bit by the alien space dog is tricky.
Yeah. It's definitely different than what it was before. It was very shallow when it first came out. And I think like they've updated it to be a little bit more difficult, a little bit more engaging. That's from what I noticed. I haven't played it. Actually, haven't been playing anything this week.
Really?
Yeah. I've been taking a little bit of a break because tomorrow, Friday, my life is over.
Why is that?
Path of XL
Oh.
3.9 is coming out,
Yeah.
and we're doing something a little bit different. A group of friends of mine are going to do a private league. So instead of the whole, I mentioned this before, but the whole economy thing, it doesn't apply there. It's what you find, and that's it. So I'm a little bit, I don't know, not nervous, but I'm a little bit
Sounds like you're
reserved.
excited.
Yeah, I'm a little bit reserved about my expectations about what's going to happen because it's too easy to buy the things that you want in the actual game. Not with real money, obviously. But, you know, I'm excited. I like these people, and I like Path of Exile, so I've been, you know, just buttoning up things at home because I will be getting swamp ass in my chair this weekend. Yeah, it's a little intense when
you're on the grind life.
Yeah, especially me. I have an addictive personality, so I will literally get up, brush my teeth, shower, play games for the rest of the day, forget to eat.
At least you do that much. I mean,
I have to shower. Wash your asses, gamers. That's the least you could do.
well, is this a clan or this is just a group of friends?
Just a group of friends. I mean, let's be realistic. I'm probably the biggest Path of Exile nerd, even though they've been playing it before me. but I kind of just like uh, okay, full disclosure, I have about 6,000 hours in Path of Exile. I understand that's a lot of hours.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. So I really enjoy the game. So it's probably gonna be just me, playing after a while. Um, how it usually is by myself. So I mean, it's not a clan thing per se, but we're trying to make it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more difficult. Just getting the gear and stuff like that, and progressing the game on ourselves and not buying anything, because that game is, if say me and you played, right, and you were a regular player that couldn't do the end game content, I could message you in the game and be like, hey, uh I offer a boss killing service for X amount of in-game currency, and
Yeah.
you could pay me for that service. So that game is like super super advanced in what you could buy and sell. It's an interesting experience if you ever get the opportunity to play it and get past the crazy passive tree and follow a guide. It's one of those things, one of those games.
And how many traits are there? There's like 5,000 or something.
Um, I think the passive tree has something around like 1,500 little nodes on it.
Mm.
But when you really think about it, only a few of them get used. So it's not, just follow a build guide if you ever want to play Path of Exile. You will thank me later. Yeah.
This has been Path of Exile podcast.
Yeah, I'm trying to like temper my stuff. I can go way deep into it, but I know a lot of people don't like it. Um, it's just interesting to me. And if you don't like me, why are you listening?
It's all right. You can still listen if you don't like Lou. So if you took a little gaming break, did you give Destiny a try?
Oh yeah, I did play Destiny for, an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay.
Destiny came out with their winter update. So how that works is every 3 months they'll come out with a new season. That's their new thing that they're doing ever since they've gone free to play and not had Activision behind them. I don't want to say it's trash, but it is trash. It is.
Okay, I was waiting for more. Please continue.
Yeah, it's more of the same. It's more of the classic Destiny problems that have happened for the last 5 years consistently, which is there's not a lot of content. Most of it's recycled, and people, the ways that they can prolong the content, people don't like, which is time gates. So the gunplay's still good. I did the opening quest and I just kind of like,
yeah,
it was okay.
And this is on which platform? PC?
Yeah, I play all my games on PC and Switch. I'm not about that controller life anymore.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, this is me. I could consider myself a Destiny hater, like one of those like scorned people from the past. And,
one of those embittered players from the OG days.
Yeah, I consider myself part of that group, but it goes to say a lot when a lot of the diehards that are playing or have been playing for the last year and a half are not playing anymore or have taken a break. So,
or still haven't returned.
Yeah, that's another demographic of players.
I really thought that Dragon Raid was going to pull me in, but it didn't. And then it didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can do a whole episode about games who once have ruled and can't grasp that lightning in a bottle twice. I think a perfect example of that would be Red Dead Redemption 2. And how the hype was so real when it first came out, and it just kind of just dudded on the PC release. And I just can't help but think that companies should release their PC ports at the same time, and it just kind of just flopped.
So you don't feel like the PC release was successful?
No, not at all.
For Red Dead Redemption,
especially since they kind of snubbed Steam for a month, like 30 days. and just released on, I think it was Rockstar and Epic Games.
So they missed the hype wave. They needed a bigger swell.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they, most of my friends, and I think you as well, are have like completely switched to PC.
Yeah. I
Um,
play on my Switch, but it's
Switch
just with game releases.
Switch is a different thing though, and I don't consider I don't consider the Switch part of the big three of consoles. I think the Switch is its own entity and it's its
Because
own
it's a
league.
handheld.
Well, not even that. Yeah, you could make an argument for that it is technically a handheld and a home console, but it's just Nintendo games, like they're never going to be on anything else. And then if you want to play Nintendo games, you need a Switch or whatever console at the time. If you're watching
True.
this in 2035.
Thank you,
Um,
by the way. Hope the future's bright.
but yeah, um, gaming is weird now. Gaming is a very, very weird beast.
Well, speaking of a weird beast, you want to talk about a sale going on right now?
Yeah. You go ahead.
I'm excited because before we recorded, someone sent me a text and was like, did you see there's gaming award sales? And I did not see. So thank you for the alert, friend, because I almost missed it.
I completely missed it.
Nintendo's having a gaming award sale and Steam. So if you're interested in any of these indies, aka Nindies, pick them up on their Switch because they're 50% off, like Celeste is and Gree and Katana Zero. My friend Pedro, I think, is just 20% off. But get these games, man.
Yeah. If I had one piece of advice for Celeste, either if you want to get it on the Switch, don't play it in handheld mode. You may throw your Switch. Great game about mental health. It's pretty difficult, but again, it is difficult, and I may have thrown my Pro controller once or twice.
And it's still okay.
Yeah, that thing is a tank. It's not gonna break.
Wow. Shout out to Nintendo.
Oh yeah, I think the Pro controller is the best controller. Hot take, but yeah, these games that are on sale, they're pretty good. Do you have your Nintendo recommendations?
I would go with Gree. That was one of my favorite games to play. And that's spelled Gris. So it's like Gris, but it's pronounced Gree. Oh my gosh, it sounds incredibly pretentious. But anyway, I like it because it's a Devolver game, and a lot of Devolver titles are on sale. So I would check any of those out. You'll have a good time playing them.
Yeah, take advantage
They're
of
unique.
these Nintendo sales. They don't happen that often. Just quick, Mario Odyssey's on sale. Octopath is on sale, which is a good game. You can get at least 100 hours out of. And all the indies, yeah. Buy your indie games. Support these companies. They make great games.
So on Steam, there's a lot on the Game Awards. You can even watch the Game Awards on Steam. I have my browser window open right now that I'm looking through. And even ones from past years, like past nominees, are on sale too. So you can pick up, or past winners from 2018 and 2017. So things like Nier and Hellblade. Cuphead's on sale. Or no, Cuphead's
there.
sorry.
It's not on sale.
Yeah, my bad.
So most of it is on sale, but there's a couple of them that are not. Like Sekiro is not.
Yeah, I saw that. And the Kojima game is not on sale as well. Death Stranding.
I don't even think that's out yet, right? I think it's just
it's not out on PC. You're right.
Yeah, I think that's next year, summer. Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of games on here. Actually, now looking at this, No Man's Sky is nominated for something. What do you think? It's like best comeback or something? Best multiplayer?
I was gonna say most colorful. I don't know. The game is. Oh man, I'm struggling with it. The game is so colorful, and the environments are unique, and I like the randomly generated things that happen. But I want more development. Oh man, I hate making demands of these indie titles, but I want more development as the astronaut. Like I want to be able to land on a planet that has less gravity or just do something where I'm not so bound by these punishing physics and survival laws that the game is dealing out to me slowly with very hard lessons.
You want a little bit more variance in the planets, like
If
they're
even that, like if you're not going to add RPG elements to the game, like a leveling system for your actual character to give your character abilities of any kind, it's pretty flat. Playing as this just random astronaut, I was like, give me more, please.
yeah.
Maybe there is more coming, but I'm about 4 or 5 hours in, so
Yeah,
chipping
just a
away at it.
quick note. Like you edited your character last time I was watching your stream, and that was a chunk boy. He was a thick one.
I'm really proud of my Viking gorilla character. He looks like Alien Winston. He is pretty chunky. But you know, I like him a lot. He's got a lot of purple on. I like the purple spacesuit. And I like it has 6 horns coming out of its head and it has mandibles.
Yeah,
Like,
he's one of the officers of Thick Boys Anonymous support group. He's a chunky boy. But
I'm pretty proud of him.
yeah, check out the Game Awards. We're gonna see some unveilings, some trailers, some things we don't have no idea about. Um, I'm excited. I'll tune in. I'll have it on in the background while I'm doing other stuff tonight.
Cool.
Um, yeah,
Do
but
you have
just
anything you hope really, wins? Anything you hope to see take an award home tonight?
uh, to be honest with you, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what anything wins. Everybody, people are gonna say the Red Dead Redemption and the Death Stranding for Game of the Year, but realistically, at least 3 or 4 games have Game of the Year editions, quote unquote. Um, I do consider this the end all be all of the game like awards. Like this is Game of the Year. Like I consider this like the Oscars of gaming. But ultimately, I don't give a shit what wins.
Mm-hmm.
As I've gotten older, I've adopted the ideology of play whatever the fuck you want and don't care what anybody else says. You want to know why? Because I played Destiny in 2014. Um,
Confession time. Ooh,
yeah,
the
and
dirt's coming out.
I had a lot of fun with it, regardless of all the bad press. Can't say the same about Fallout 76, but whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So my recommendation, I see Monster Hunter World on here. I would, if you're have any interest in the Monster Hunter World games, that was my first Monster Hunter game. It's like Pokemon on steroids. Get it. It's not on sale, but I hope it wins, and I would say get it. And then also, Gree is a favorite of mine.
Monster Hunter World is on sale.
Oh,
It's $29.99. It's a decent price.
oh, right now on my screen it's $49.99. So sweet. So
Yeah.
yeah, I would say pick it up, especially if it's on sale for that price. Worth it. And Gree as well for $8.49. Pick that up, play through it. You'll enjoy it. It'll be under 4 hours, but it'll be an experience you won't forget.
Yeah, I think I might pick up Gree. I did pick up Resident Evil 2. I got suckered into that one. Just some quick ones. Ori and the Blind Forest is a pretty good game. It's a pretty dope game. It's pretty cheap. Play Doom if you want Vertigo.
That game did give me vertigo.
I've been Disney playing that game. I've never finished it.
It's fun though.
It is fun. Hellblade. Hellblade is a hell of an experience. No pun intended. Put some headphones on and have yourself a real good time being weirded the fuck out. And yeah, Witcher is coming on Netflix, so Witcher 3 is on sale. If you want to get acclimated, if you haven't, it's pretty cheap. It's like $12.
So something you didn't mention is one of my favorite games. It's on sale on Steam right now. It's not nominated for an award, but I don't know why it's included in the Game Awards sale. So it's only $17, and that's Conan Exiles.
Yeah,
It's such a derpy, buggy game, but oh my gosh, I love it so much.
I've had a lot of fun on Conan. Um, yeah, the Donger physics, A
They
plus.
fixed that.
They fixed the Donger physics.
They patched it. Sorry.
Unplayable. Unplayable.
Yeah, Conan Exiles has realistic nudity, so the male characters are nude, and at the beginning, like in the alpha builds, they didn't have the physics quite right, so things would flap in the wind. It was very strange and definitely unforgettable.
Yeah, at one point I think I had a snake donger that just went straight into the ground.
So broken. Yeah, that doesn't happen anymore. There are other bugs that will happen, but it's a fun survival game with RPG and MMO elements.
Yeah, that game is fun with friends. So if you have a group of friends that you want to play with, and you guys get into a server and make your own houses and stuff, and it's a pretty good game. For $17, I can't recommend that enough.
Agreed. Do you have any other recommendations, say specifically for people looking for things to play for the holidays? Like if you're going to be playing gaming on your own or gaming with others,
Ooh,
gaming with non-gamers?
yeah, I mean, well, we would have to speak about people who are getting like consoles and switches and stuff like that. Um, oh, this is so cliche. Play what you want. If I had to give you any games, to play, Pokemon is a good one for the Switch. Breath of the Wild is a fantastic experience.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Multiplayer game wise, I mean, like you can't really, I can't give any expectations because, I hate battle royale games, and that's what most people play, is like battle royale games, like
Yeah.
Fortnite, like children. Um, Play what you want. I mean, if you get a new game, just go ham. You know, all the Christmas kids are gonna be on. Shit on them with haste. You know, have fun.
Cool. I was going to recommend Jackbox. I played that for the last holiday. You can get that on the Switch. That's not on sale right now, to my knowledge, but that was a really good all ages. Everyone at the get together could participate easily. So Jackbox is a safe recommendation if you're looking for something to do gaming related with others, non-gamers
Oh,
especially.
you're approaching it from like a holiday family get together thing, huh?
Yeah. Or not everyone has that opportunity to game with others over the holidays, but a lot of people do. Like I like to think about, oh, maybe, when I hang out with my family, maybe I can sneak some video games in that time, right? Like why not? So,
Ooh, then okay. My opinions change. Overcooked 2, hilarious game. My mom played that
ooh,
shit.
that might end familial like relationships though.
It may. Not as much as Mario Aces though.
Okay.
I will bust someone's like I'm okay, so I'm like the gamer of the family, right?
Oh, really?
I'm the guy, you know, I'm the tech guy. You have a problem, you come to me, the gamer guy, the four screens at my desk type shit. Yeah, I'm that dude.
Yeah, you're the help desk for the family. Got it.
Yeah. And most people take it easy with their family and not bust their ass real quick. That doesn't apply to me. You will get destroyed. Um,
You don't take it easy on them.
oh,
It's a baptism by fire.
yes. I'll tell you a quick story. I live in New York City, and there's a lot of, let's just say, angry people here. And maybe,
so true.
maybe like 8 years ago or something like that, I was super into Street Fighter, and I played a very off-meta character named Gen. And I was at a baby shower, and it was boring. Let's be honest. I don't give a shit about your baby or your shower. So we went upstairs to go play video games, and we were playing Street Fighter, and I busted these dudes' ass with nothing held back, and I almost got my ass beat IRL by beating people in Street Fighter.
Wow, that's the nerd's dilemma, isn't it? You're like Dr. Manhattan. It's like,
Kind of,
what should I do?
but I'm not your typical nerd though.
I'm trying to decide my own fate.
I'm not your typical nerd though.
That's what they all say. No, sorry.
Yeah, I look very intimidating to, nerds it's themselves. So um yeah, that was not going to happen. Um so yeah, TV time, I think it is.
It is. Something I wanted to talk about was a show that I have been watching for 6 seasons ended. Silicon Valley, the series wrapped this week.
Okay.
And I know you're not up to date on it.
I've seen a season or
you've
two.
Seen it.
It was funny for the most part. It just didn't grasp me, as I like shows to do.
Got it.
But did you enjoy the ending?
It ended well. They did a good job. I don't want to, there's no reason for me to outline the episode or say how it ended, but shows rarely end well, in my opinion. There's exceptions, like Breaking Bad, for example, I think ended perfectly. And people might want to disagree on that, but I think going into a show with an ending in mind is the best way to do it. And Breaking Bad did that. And then for this little comedic show, Silicon Valley, to have a solid ending, I was like, way to go, guys. I like this. This was well written and well executed. It's an enjoyable end.
Okay. A little bit of a derail. What is your favorite Breaking Bad episode?
The one that I remember the most is called The Fly, or called Fly. And it's the one with the fly buzzing around the. There's so many.
There's so many, but there's one that stands out to me the most. Ozymandias is my favorite episode.
I was gonna name that one because it was so beautiful.
Oh, it was like that episode right there is like the culmination of everything. Everything just boils up and just fucking blows.
If you get to watch Breaking Bad, make sure you make it to the episode named Ozymandias or however you say it.
Yeah, quick thing. It starts off slow. Breaking Bad, just stick with it. It gets real good. It gets real good.
I don't think it starts slow. I mean,
most people think it does start slow. I mean, it depends on your personality.
Though, comparatively to the rest of the show.
I guess so, but a lot of friends of mine have said, "What the hell is this?" I'm like, just keep watching. Just go.
Because I remember things from the first season when he was battling Tuco. I found that exciting. He was using science and all explosives in his brain to, outwit drug dealers. It was exciting to me. I liked it.
Yeah, but I think like the whole show as a whole has this stigma on it that he's some like badass, and it doesn't start off that way. It progressively gets to.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, what are you doing with your life? Watch it.
Yeah, give it a watch.
Back to
it's a great thing to watch with your family over the holidays. It's about the destruction of a perfect family. Give it a watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's meth. Everyone loves meth.
Meth over the holidays.
Yeah. Back to Silicon Valley though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you liked the ending, or at least you were satisfied by it. A lot of shows don't offer that. Like How I Met Your Mother, that ending pissed me off.
Yeah.
It pissed me off. It was insulting to go through 9 or 8 seasons or something like that just to be like, oh, this is what happens. I'm like, excuse me?
Yeah, not worth.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It always sucks too. Silicon Valley is an HBO show, right?
It is.
Yeah, so many great HBO shows have ended well. I think HBO's one. Well, let's say a majority of them. I'm looking at you, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I was sitting here silently waiting for you to correct that statement. I was like, holy shit. Most of them,
except Game of
Thrones
season 8.
You must have blocked that out.
I have blocked that out. I have blocked HBO from sending me fucking emails about come back, sign up.
They want you back.
No, I may go back for Watchmen, but I'm still kind of salty about D&D's inability to write a show. Yeah,
Well,
it's annoying.
GG Silicon Valley, I enjoyed your silly jokes about nerds.
Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm very skeptical. There's a couple of people on that show I don't like. That's why I haven't watched it or gone through it. But maybe through the holidays, the year is ending and it's getting a little bit slow for
Give it a
content
watch.
wise. Yeah, I might give it a watch. So
The jokes work.
now we're gonna be talking about the Mandalorian. So spoilers will be said. If you don't want anything like that, thank you for listening. But we're gonna be talking about spoilers, and I've been holding this in. Now it's time to talk about. Oh, my shit's not working. Meme ruined. Thank you, GoXLR. Shit.
Man, did you have you had a sound clip ready to go?
I had a sound clip ready to go.
Well, go ahead and just say it.
No, it's not. It's not as good.
Was it "This is the way"?
No.
I'm gonna keep guessing till I get it right. By the way,
I could technically restart the GoXLR, but I don't want to.
no. Meme ruined.
Meme ruined.
Well, Mandalorian, this episode was chapter 5 called The Gunslinger. What did you think, Lou?
I thought it was satisfactory. I enjoyed it. I think.
Did
hold on.
Toro get on your nerves?
Kind of, but hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
I restarted it. Oh, it feels good. Okay, so Mondo
I hope
number
all the
5.
listeners appreciated that as much as I did, because it was worth it.
It was worth it. Yeah, Toro's kind of annoying. I think it was meant to be that way though. Like he's supposed to be, you know, a bushy-tailed little shitter that's trying to be a bounty hunter.
He's a greenhorn.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be a stark reference or a stark comparison to the Mandalorian.
How seasoned he is.
Yeah, something that bothered me or kind of bothered me was like how he like pivots like super easy. Like he's about to leave, like fuck you, you're gonna die, right? And then he's just like, okay, meet me at hangar 35. I'm like, oh, you're a quick thinker, huh?
He needs money. He's got a mouth to feed. He's just a single dad trying to make it in the space, verse.
Yeah, he's learning real quick about what it means to be a single dad. So let's back it up. The beginning sequence I thought was really cool.
Yes. So my criticism of the last episode, I said, please give us more Star Wars. Like, the episode or chapter 4 was satisfying, but it felt like a Star Trek episode. I was like, we need to get back into space with the pew pews. And then sure enough, chapter 5 opened just with this awesome like dogfight in the stars. I loved it.
Catchphrases included. And the thing I took away from that, he's a great fighter and he's a great pilot or whatever, but Baby Yoda is down to clown. He was in that fucking car seat just chilling.
I had the subtitles on and they would get shot and he would whimper, but then anytime there was violence or something somewhat exciting, like in the Mandalorian's favor, the child would coo or make like a happy laughing noise or something. So he has lines. It's just you have to have the subtitles on to really catch them because it's so loud.
Yeah, I would argue that Baby Yoda is like the meme of the year. People love him. He's such a cute
Everyone
character.
does.
Like comparing him to like old crusty boomer Yoda, he's like the stark opposite of that. He's so cute. But this episode,
got the same sass though.
he's got the what?
He's got the sass.
He's a little sassy. He showed his teeth this episode, and I was like, this episode didn't have enough of him, in my opinion. It was kind
I
of like
agree.
it's kind of like in the beginning, and then a little bit in the middle, and at the very end, where you were kind of like worried about him, about what happened, but I guess he just fucking rolled out the way or something. I don't know.
Yeah. The one thing that bothered me about this episode was I watched it 3 times, as I do, and I couldn't figure out why they didn't have a plan for how to get Fennec back. Like, that just didn't make any sense to me. Even the new guy, the rookie, was like, how are we getting her back? I was like, he was like, here's the plan. We're going to get 2 speeder bikes. And then that's the end of that was it.
I think the plan was to have her on the speeder bike. And also, a lot of people give shows shit for not representing like women well. I thought this Fennec character was badass. She was kicking this dude's ass, and I was enjoying every second of it.
Yeah.
Because he's such a little shitter.
I enjoyed Pelly in this episode, who was played by Amy Sedaris. She was the mechanic, and I really liked. I think her name is Ming Na Wen. I'm really sorry if I butchered that, but I thought she did a good job as Fennec too, as the mercenary assassin.
Yeah, the pit lady was another highlight of the episode for me. She was funny. The 3 little droids, they're from the prequels.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, I love the continuity that Jon Favreau has like tried to stay true to the source movies and all the other side content that Disney has made.
Spent time on Maz Eisley, which is on Tatooine this chapter 5, which I was like, why is that so familiar? And that's where Luke met Han.
Yeah.
You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
But apparently the Mandalorian goes there when it's not happy hour and there's no one in that bitch.
When it's empty. Yeah, what a sketchy place.
Yeah. It is a sketchy place. But it's cool to see those places again, It gives it gives newer fans a taste of the movies, and it gives older fans who have seen the movies, a little bit of nostalgia. I like that.
Well, we get to see Tatooine again, and we get to see it present, quote unquote present. What is the present in Star Wars? But we get to see it in present day, like after all the wars, after all the rebellions, and it's still a pretty sketchy place.
Yeah, I think most of Star Wars is sketchy. It's like the wild, wild west of the space land.
Space cowboys. Pew pew.
Yeah, I loved one thing that stood out to me was the music from the speeder scene. I thought the music was real good.
This episode, in my opinion, was the most beautiful. It was gorgeous. Just they really took their time with some of the like giant cinematic desert shots. Felt like we were watching a National Geographic special or a Planet Earth or something at some points. It was just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's gorgeous and it's perfectly paced, in my opinion. There's a lot of comedy that gets ripped in there. The action scenes are pretty good. The fight scenes are pretty good. The differences between day and night are pretty good.
True.
Yeah, it's a really solid show. A lot of people are split on it. Baby Yoda's a big meme and everybody loves that, but a lot of the Star Wars purists, I'm doing air quotes, don't seem to like it, and I can't see why.
I haven't heard that, and I don't see why either.
Yeah, maybe
I'm enjoying it a lot.
Maybe it's just me browsing Reddit, and everybody on Reddit's angry for some reason.
I mean, I've seen some criticism like on Twitter. That's where I browse, but I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I have a different opinion.
I don't agree with it as well. But me personally, I just kind of like watch things for what they are, and try not to be one of those, I don't want to say toxic fans, but I don't want to be
hypercritical.
Yeah, I don't want to be that guy, I don't want to go into something hating it or having somebody else's opinion affect mine.
True. Well, I am enjoying The Mandalorian, and I cannot wait for chapter 6 to come out tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Really looking forward to it, or which will be today. We release on Friday, so it will be out today.
Yeah, we have one more what the fuck moment. That very end scene with the Bojangles come into the body of Fennec.
Bojangles.
But she got bodied by that annoying little bounty hunter, which I did not like, for the record. It just
that
seemed,
he killed her.
Yeah, I get why they did it, showing the greed, and what you would do to, make it. But yeah,
He wanted clout.
Yeah, he's like those Fortnite players.
He just wanted clout.
Yeah, he's just a clout farmer. Yeah, I didn't enjoy Fennec dying, or supposedly dying, but I will accept her death because apparently the person at the very end is Boba Fett.
What? No.
Yeah.
I thought it was Grief.
No.
I thought it was Carl Weathers.
I don't think
his
so.
character. That's crazy. I'm glad that we waited for this moment to talk about it because we are not on the same page.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. If you the scene where Darth Vader introduces Boba Fett, you hear the same Bojangles from his gear, or his, I don't know the exact name of it.
But Boba Fett is dead. He fell in the Sarlacc pit.
You don't know he's dead. We never seen him die. He just fell in. So
well, we'll find out soon enough who. So at the very end of chapter 5, someone follows the Mandalorian's trail to the body of Fennec, who they just left her there.
Yeah, they just let her ass to rot. Like, I don't give a fuck about your money.
You would think she'd be worth something dead, even.
She is worth something dead.
But they were like, it's worth nothing to us dead. Yeah. That's what the Mandalorian said.
But she's still dead, right? Bushy-tailed bounty hunter wannabe.
Toro.
Him,
yeah.
Wanted to, clout farm by getting the Mandalorian and killing him. He obviously failed and got bodied. But her body's still there, meaning that there's still trackers out on her, right? Dead or alive.
Even if she's dead. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think this is a prediction time that Carl Weathers, right? Now, if Boba Fett is alive, theoretically, he's the only one that could match Mondo.
Because he did match him.
Yeah, so I think that Boba Fett is the big bad of the second half.
Yeah, maybe it's someone, I didn't even give it that consideration that it's someone we haven't met yet. Maybe someone from the Imperial days, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to see if they do that and we do see him in episode 6. That'll blow my fucking mind. That's a big thing. Disney okaying Boba Fett coming back, if that is true, that's huge.
That is huge. I'm really curious what's going to happen tomorrow now.
Yep. Yeah, we can only wait and see.
Well, do you have any final thoughts on The Mandalorian? Anything to add?
Yeah, buy your Baby Yoda merch. There's a whole bunch of it.
There is. It's cute.
Yeah, solid 8 episode for me. Buy your Baby Yoda merch. And yeah, that's about it.
Well, thanks everybody for listening to the Lower Bitrate episode 5, and we'll see you next week.
Ah.